Question 2, feedback. No, that is not the question in the second quiz, Nixon. Okay, Kelvin, you are done. You got 70. Nixon, yeah, second quiz. I got it. You were talking about the fourth question of the second quiz, fourth or the third question. Okay, just solve it. That is also easy. Yeah. Okay. What are the answers for question 4, 5 and 10? Okay, just a minute, Kelvin. Question 4. Question number 4 is, leaders will not know how well they are managing. So the answer to this will be, unless they receive the feedback. The answer is feedback for this one. Okay, fourth one. They will not know how are they managing unless they get the feedback. Then which one you asked? Let me see. You asked fifth one. Okay. Fifth one. The answer will be, the question is fifth one. The 4 steps to effective change management are commonly agreed as, it will be the last one. Planning, implementation, control and evaluate. You have to plan something. You have something in your mind, you have to plan it, then you have to implement it. And after implementing, you need to have a check on that. You need to control it. You need to see how the things are going on. And at the end, you will evaluate. You will try and find out how much have you deviated from your original plan. And actually, the process does not end here. It should also be corrective measures. Remedial measures should have been another step to this one. Okay. So this is question fifth one. Nixon, you have to solve the full quiz and then you have to share your score with me. Alright? Okay. Question 10. Okay. Kelvin, question 10 is just a minute, I'll go to that. Question 10 is a unison workforce might help management implement change because. The answer is second one. Collective bargaining makes negotiations easier. Okay. A workforce that is united, that will help the management to implement the changes, because then the bargaining power of the management will be much more better than what it would be when people will come in different lots to them. Okay. So this is done. Now we go back to Nixon and Dijesh. Are you done with the quiz? Lakshmi, where did you go? Okay. All right. So if you are done with this, then we can go to this case study. Okay. It is about Tata Strategic Management Group, and it is a decision-oriented organization. So the purpose of this is to identify the spots at which the decision has to be taken by the organization, and ensuring a more participative approach to decision making is what will lead organizations to a path of sustainable growth. Okay. So these are the two people who have shared their thoughts in this case study. Okay, Nixon, that's good. You scored 70. Kelvin, what was your score? Dijesh, you did not share your score. Okay, 50. You need to work a little harder. So you can see, you can just read what is written over here. You can read till this point, and then we will go to case 1, that is Larsen and Turbo. Okay, L&T. It is a collaboration of an Indian company with a Japanese company. It's a very big firm in India now. It has been given the task of building the roads throughout India. Few years back, this company had the contract of road construction. Not road construction, basically bridge construction throughout India. So it's a big Japanese-Indian collaboration that is operating. So you can just read till here, then we can go to this L&T part. Alright? Everybody, please read. I hope it's visible to everybody. The size of the font is clear? Kelvin, Dijesh, Nixon, Lakshmi. Hello? Can you all hear me? Alright. Kelvin and Dijesh. Alright, so just read. And then we will come back. Hello? Okay. So I'm now shifting to this side. I'm going to this paragraph now. So first we will just go to the main part of the case study, that is the case 1 with Larsen and Turbo, where the diversified size was a problem for the company. Okay, so you can just read. L&T, with its diversified and dominant presence in heavy engineering and EPC projects, was structured across 5 divisions: engineering, construction and contract, electrical and electronics, machinery and industrial, IT and engineering services, and financial services. So there were 5 subdivisions of this company. Okay, it has set up 5 different units to tackle the different operations. So in late 2010, L&T decided to restructure its organization by splitting into a business group of 9 independent companies, giving them a more autonomous status, with each having a separate board of directors. Okay, so initially they restructured, they gave separate, they made different departments or different units. Now they decided to make different companies, independent companies. So in the words of L&T chairman A.M. Naik, what this restructuring would enable was to make the decision making closer to the business instead of parent company deliberating at its board meetings, and thereby enable growth and greater competitiveness. Like in case the decision making is done by the mother firm, then what may happen is that the decision may not be very realistic, because just having a look at the papers which have been presented to it, it might not able to inspect into the actual problem which a particular sector of the company is facing. So if the decision making is done by that particular unit only, then the decisions are expected to be much better and much closer to the reality. So this is the point which gave the idea to L&T chairman that he should adopt this method in his company and can get better results. So they did, and they got good results. Alright. Now comes case 2. So Wipro Technologies, the technology arm of Wipro, providing IT services, consulting, system integration and outsourcing solutions, recently reorganized its business lines into a structure termed as One Wipro by its new CEO Tiki Kurian. So the idea is to have a structure where the diverse parts of its business are organized to create single decision and touch the points for its variety of offerings. A smaller set of verticals is being formalized to remove redundancies in its organization and create lean, responsive businesses. Okay, so what Wipro did is reverse of L&T. L&T, what did they do? They diversified their operations more, or rather they set up new companies to handle the diversified fields. And this Wipro Technology, they merged their diversified functions to have a better control over the market. Okay. So in the words of a senior Wipro official involved with the restructuring, the idea is to enable decisions to be taken in the markets, not in Bengaluru. Bengaluru is the head office of the company. That is why that has been used. Both case studies throw up insights into how organizations are slated to function in the coming decade. The bottleneck in both the case was not about pursuing the incorrect strategy, but about not having the critical decision making in the right place. So accordingly, the key challenge in the coming decade will be to ensure the quality of critical decisions and have organizations geared towards the same. Okay. Now, when it comes to decision making, so decision making will be done only when the authority is delegated to a particular official. Then if they are given an authority, they also become accountable, and then some other things also follow. So let's see what are those. So while promoters and senior managers are to some extent aware of the importance of taking key decisions, What they are still unclear about is how to create an organization that is geared towards taking decisions at the right place and pace. Accordingly, identifying where decisions need to be taken in an organization and setting them right after due consideration of all intertwined aspects ought to be a serious exercise. So the starting point to build a decision-oriented organization is to identify all decisions, strategic and operational, critical to an organization's competitiveness in the marketplace. So each of these decisions and the levels of accountability need to be clearly understood and mapped in the existing content to create an ASIS map of decisions. Subsequently, the need for delegation for each identified decision has to be assessed. Means you have to first, when you are sitting at the top management of a company, you have to identify the weak spots. You have to identify the points at which crucial decisions have to be taken. And once that point is sorted out, then you have to take care of the delegation part. How you are going to get your work done, that is important. So you have to delegate the authority to some people, and that is to be assessed. So in a typical scenario, all strategic decisions that have a long-term impact or affect multiple frontiers in organizations are better centralized for greater control and synergy. Means they are taken by the top management of the company. The crucial decisions which will have a long-term impact. So decisions of operational and frequent nature in general are delegated to levels closer to the context. The decisions which are of operational nature and which have to be taken frequently, they are handed over to the people at the people who are actually working in the field. They handle these issues. Okay. Now here is a caselet. Caselet 1. Please read it. All of you. Caselet 1, then caselet 2 we will do. First read caselet 1. Okay. So is this done? So now we go to caselet 2. So what is caselet 1? Tata strategic while working for a capital goods manufacturer and EPC projects company structured the organization along strategic business units offering products and services, each having its sales and operations team. So while marketing as a function needed to be decentralized to the business unit, it was initially set up centrally due to limited market orientation in the current setup. The intention is to decentralize the marketing function in a phased manner to each SBU over 3 to 4 year period. Yes, the marketing part was to be taken over by the closely related department, business units which were operating, but not immediately. It was intended to be handed over to them after 3 to 4 years, when they can actually handle that. Alright, then what is this caselet 2? Please read it. Okay. So caselet 2 is a prominent diversified family group with a flagship chemicals business comprised two established and multiple emerging businesses, with research and development being a critical success factor for growth of most business. Once you are into the chemical industry, the organic industry, you need a lot of research and development, especially the research work. So that was an important part of this business also. So the firm was assisted by Tata Strategic in creating a corporate R&D function to establish a center of excellence while managing costs. However, the role of application development was delegated to individual business to ensure quick decisions and rapid commercialization. So now this is called decision making at every level. The major task, the task of research and development, that was handed over to the Tata company. Then the smaller things like the application development, what type of machinery will put in, what type of software are we going to use, that all was given in the hands of the individual small businesses so that they can make it quick and correct. Okay, so this is all. This is this is the end of the case study, and in this page we are just analyzing the things that we have already discussed. Okay, and these are little critical things, so we will not go in detail. They are data-based somewhat, we can just overlook them. So hope you all will meet your sir in the next class, and till then it's bye. And sorry for that little bit of net problem, just one or two times it got disconnected, but it happens at times. So thanks for your time, everybody. Have a great week ahead. Enjoy your weekend tonight, and have a sound sleep. Bye. Take good care of yourselves. And so which team are you all supporting on Sunday for the World Cup? Good night, Kelvin. Good night to you all also. New Zealand. Yeah, everybody is now supporting New Zealand. The population of New Zealand has suddenly risen to 1.25 billion in just 2-3 hours. Everybody is supporting New Zealand now. Nobody is with Australia. Okay. See you all in the next class. Bye. Take care. My next class is tomorrow. Tomorrow 7 o'clock your time. So see you all then. Till then, bye. Good night. Take care. Have a great week.